Okay, welcome to the stream, you guys. It is only 10:03. I am pretty much on time today, pretty much, which is outstanding. It's fantastic. It's a rarity. It's a rarity. But I hope you guys are all doing well tonight. I seen that a few people became members again. Thank you. Watered Down Tea, Cooking with Silence. My Flock has been a member for 4 months, who also did the thumbnail for this stream. It's here. Appreciate you. We're stronger together. Epic thumbnail. Stay epic, Steve. Thanks, you, My Flock. Heather's week this week hasn't been too eventful. Honestly, like we thought 30 minutes of Heather stuff from this week. So I have some other stuff in here planned for you guys. Some stuff from the past. We'll go back to the past. We'll go back 2 years ago and we'll go back 5 years ago to some apartment days and some, I don't know where she is in the one video actually, but we'll figure it out. We'll find out. I also have, everyone kept asking me in the comments of the last live stream and the last like edited video, the recap, like where the Xavier pictures are. Where are they? They're gone. They're scraped from existence. So I have like censored versions of those. If you really wanted to see them, if you really want to see them, and we were like, got nothing else, and it's only like an hour and a half in, I'll show you guys those. All right. All right. So then you guys can be like, stop asking about it. I'm happy. What else? I think that's about it. Let me get this pulled up here to see. So the videos that I have, the other videos, other than the videos from this week, there's like some Wednesday words of wisdom from 5 years ago. There is a getting ready video where she's like cracked out or something. A video where she's caused a scene in a pharmacy, and then a video. It's like this 30-minute video. What is this one? Oh, her in the car. She's in like a car or something, going off and being crazy. So that's the plan for tonight. This is from this week. This is, I guess, Sunday or Saturday probably. Only let me see, 29 minutes from this week. So let's go, guys.
I just want to take a moment to reiterate to you guys, I have literally absolutely no idea how I'm still alive right now.
No idea how she's alive.
We're literally sleeping on this tiny little wooden platform inside of a tent in like an urban area, going on 8 weeks with space heaters preventing us from death. I'm 37 weeks pregnant. I am so round. I am so just ready to be indoors and in a bed and cook regular meals and be normal, you know.
But like, why does she think that's going to happen? I heard her say in one story, I think it was from this week, she was like, I'm just hoping a sponsor hands me keys to an apartment when the baby's due. That is some wishful thinking, I'll tell you what.
Oh, I have no idea how I'm alive right now. I truly don't. I miss my babies so much. Babies, if you're watching, I love you. I miss you.
Why would the babies be watching this, of all things, with all the entertainment in this world? I don't think they're watching your Instagram stories.
Please call Mom.
I'm in line. I'm looking at the guy making coffee. He's got a half top on.
I don't know why I kept this in. It must only go for a second. We don't need to watch this. I don't know why it's in here.
Right away, I'm upset.
Polygamy is multiple wives, yeah?
Correct.
And when did that
Why is this in here? Hold on. Did I
stop being a thing? Because I heard King David had multiple wives.
I really hope I didn't do that a bunch. I swear to God, like, I was working fast, but I didn't, like, there better not be that much shit in there. Oh, I guess we should read stuff too, because we don't have a lot of stuff. So this says, Witches call it spells. Christian call it prayer. Spiritualists call it manifestation. Atheists call it placebo effect. Scientists call it quantum physics. These are all different things, for real. Placebo effect is not manifestation. Is not quantum physics. I don't know about this parent spell thing. I would say all of these are different. Everyone is arguing over its name. Oh, no one is denying its existence, though. Profound, Heather.
So it's been raining for 3 days, and before that it was snowing. Very difficult to move.
They are targeting me.
Around worse than usual. Besides the contractions, there have been like little patches of black ice. And if for all the women who have been pregnant before, when you strain like to keep your balance and you strain your pelvic muscles and your abdominal, oh my God, you have no idea. I have been in just to flip my body over from this position to facing the other way because I haven't been able to lay on my back and breathe since about 30 weeks.
Well, yeah, because it's on her lungs. I'm surprised she didn't say that they nefariously placed the black ice all around her and they're targeting her with the black ice. I'm surprised she didn't say that.
It like almost brings me to tears at times. I am in excruciating pain at times. There are times that it doesn't hurt that bad, but it's bad. Like it's a wooden platform and I need to go inside.
Now the city of Chicago has employed the assistance of processing every single homeless person, via 311. Grants, licenses, etc. cannot be obtained, nor is it legal for these humanitarian labels to pick up people off the street in the city without processing them via 311. I have had 20 open requests for shelter since September 2023. I've never been assisted. Make it make sense. And then we got like a picture of her down here. That's an interesting choice to put a
same spot now, 9 weeks. 37 weeks pregnant. Can literally have this baby anytime. Still no response from the housing system. We've been told that until we have the baby, we don't qualify for any assistance.
I don't think that's what you were told. Until you have the baby, you don't qualify for any assistance. Why wouldn't they make sure you have a place to go? I think the baby's getting taken. I hope it gets taken. What if it doesn't, guys? What are we gonna do if it doesn't? That'd be scary times.
Basically, I have called everyone, even on you guys on public media, social media, asking that you call aldermen, law enforcement. This is unlawful. I've been raped in the street and left to die.
A little exaggerate. I don't even. Okay, update. No one has done anything at all. The city's 311 department promises that we will be assisted as a family once the baby is born, and I'm not playing. Doing this for publicity or in agreement with any of the things that have taken place over the past several years and eager for justice and resolution. If you were me, what would you want? I probably want assistance, so I would probably just do what the people ask me to.
Law enforcement has ignored me and never followed up. My apartment has been robbed numerous times. It's been stolen. I've been robbed for thousands of dollars that was stolen out of my apartment while I was asleep. No one has even assisted me in doing an investigation on any of this. And this is 4 years and counting. I have 3 big kids who are waiting for their mother. Now, on top of that,
I wonder what the kids actually think of her. Like, I don't think they're waiting for her, but I wonder if they're like, I really hope mom gets her shit together, you know? I don't know. I've seen a comment that I want to highlight, but I missed it. I'm sorry, guys. I might miss some of your comments.
On top of that, I wake up
and I'm sick to my stomach. We have to run to the grocery store because obviously sleeping in a tent on Lakeshore Drive, there's no restroom at all available. No area hospital. We've gone to every single hospital from Northwestern to Rush to St. Joseph's, everywhere. No one gives you anything other than a piece of paper with resources that do not exist. I've called every single one of them, and I carry it, and I have the phone records, and I've recorded the conversation. So there's been no assistance, no matter what they've directed us to do.
They say you can't bring Xavier in here, and she says, that's outrageous. And then that's pretty much it. I don't know where all these other recordings are. I remember she got scared one time with just people outside. She ran away from them.
Now, I'm very pregnant, and
I can see your comments, Tina Marie. How you doing tonight?
not only am I very pregnant, I'm very capable. I've been applying to 40 to 100 remote jobs on average per month through LinkedIn and other, methods. How do you have any room to say anything negative about me when literally all I have done for the past 4 years is check on my children and survive? Now, my youngest, Alexis.
Is that where this is? Mariana's bathroom? Because I was thinking about this to myself. I don't know what bathroom she's in. And the reason she says this eventually, but the reason she hasn't been posting is because, she doesn't have Wi-Fi anymore, and Xavier's dad isn't paying the phone bill, and she's blaming it on nefarious energy or whatever the hell. And she's starting a moon cult, in my opinion. It seems like a moon cult to me. It's weird. It's like some Children of the Moon shit. Very trancy. I don't know. It'll all come in time. But yeah, she's, I guess, in Mariano's bathroom.
And I have not been able to hang out since June. I walked all the way over there and took her to the park for 2 or 3 hours, as I have pretty much every single month since this drama began. As you guys know, my children have lived with me on a full-time basis their entire lives.
She takes her kids to the park every month?
So this is the first time, these several years are the first time I've had any sort of issues.
I thought she just dropped food off and they would tell her to fuck off, and then she runs away. I didn't know she went to the park with the kids. They let her take the kids to the park, or she just kidnap them?
Where I'm not with my kids every single day.
Okay, so you used to. Yeah, well, the way she said it made it sound like she was still doing it, and I was like, there's no way she's still doing that.
I last saw my youngest, Alexa.
Yeah, Xavier stays at the park now while she tries to work her way in and leave groceries at the doorstep, right?
This in June when I brought her to the park and had dinner with her. And I haven't been able to see my big kids other than for 5 minutes each month when I drop off groceries. I've gone to Alexis's grandma's house and dropped off a big bag of groceries once a month, every month. I've also done the same for my big kids, Vivi and Lewis. There is nothing, no answer that makes sense here. And when you're asking me as a 30-something-year-old woman to make sense of it, and I cannot, how do you expect that my children can? Obviously, they cannot. So not only is this confusing and terrifying, this is highly...
I think it would be pretty easy to explain to the kids, actually, because you're their mom, right? So I could see the conversation going like this. Your mom, you met your mom before, right? She's a little stubborn. She likes to do things her way. So right now she's at a position in life where she can't do things her way without not getting out of the tent. If she wants to do things her way, she's going to stay in that tent. So until she's willing to change, she lives in a tent, and then the kids would be like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I can see that. But again, the kids don't really need to know anything about this. I wouldn't want my kids to know I'm living in a tent if I was living in a tent and my ex-spouse had custody of them and they were actually getting everything they needed.
Just for the record, I have no criminal record and I have a bachelor's degree plus as far as education goes. I have personal training certificates.
That's all a lie too. In case you're new here, that's a lie.
Phlebotomy, medical assisting, I already said personal training, medical law and ethics. So there is nothing about these last several years from a perspective of law enforcement, healthcare, or personal, none of this makes sense. All of this is highly, highly, highly illegal and abusive. To make someone walk around for 4 to 5 days back and forth, which is what they did to me until my body physically collapsed, and then raped me from behind. To have multiple people say that my sponsors are sending a hotel room and no strings attached, and then we get to the hotel room and check in and I'm raped from behind.
This can't be recently either. Yeah, I know it's a lie. It's lies. It's lies. But like, it's just like, what? I don't know why she's feeling feisty today with the lies, I guess. BCG, do you know exactly what kicked off the day at the park with Xavier and the youngest? I remember that she was pissed at Xavier for being drunk and leaving their stuff behind. I don't know about that. I did not know about that. Or if I did, I might have just deleted from my memory. She saw the youngest at the park without the dad's permission, and that's why she's cut off. Oh, mamma mia.
None of that is lawful, but law enforcement won't do anything about it. I have all of the reports I filled out. I have the reports for Marcy's Law. I have the reports for being sexually assaulted. I have recordings of the calls.
Yeah, the real Xavier doesn't drink. Exactly, Kim.
I've even gone public on that one Heather GEE Instagram account. No.
I love when she just cuts off her shit. So she's showing a YouTube comment from literally Lindsay. I don't know who that is. Another term I have heard, DARVO, which stands for deny, attack, reverse, victim, and offender. The abuser denies the abuse ever took place, and then when they're confronted with evidence, the abuser then attacks the person that was abused and or the person's family and or friends for attempting to hold the abuser accountable for their actions. Finally, the abuser claims that they are actually the victim in the situation, reversing the positions of the victim and the offender, which often involves not just in playing the victim, but also victim blaming. Cool. I feel like that's kind of like what Heather does, but Heather wants to be like, no, it's the other people doing that to me. You know? All right. Press play. We just gotta wait it out. There we go.
So this is our 9th week outside in this tent. We've been outside for a grand total of
2 days. No, it's like what? A bazillion days? 365,000 days?
356 days tomorrow.
Okay, close.
February 13th was the last time we had an Airbnb. And we've just been here immobilized. Usually we walk back and forth from the Northwest Burbs where my kids are to this area because the lakeshore and like the areas where there's not so much pedestrian traffic are the only areas that we get permission to sleep. And it's not even permission. We're harassed. We've been assaulted. Both of us have been physically assaulted. Again, law enforcement is aware of this, and we've been filing complaints and requests for shelter or services the entire time.
You gotta split up. You gotta split up and then come back. You gotta regroup during the day. What's these say though? 9 weeks in this location, more than 100 police reports or in-person interactions where I have passed out the evidence of the crimes and victimizations taken against me since way before meeting Xavier. Dylan's release. So wait, 9 weeks in this location and 100 police reports? Are they just walking up to police, like doing their job, like trying to like investigate other crimes? And they're like, look at this narrative. Dylan got released from prison and now he's back in. Oh, I guess he's out of jail again. He's a cowboy now with Marissa. He's back out of jail. And bad things keep happening to me. I don't know what this is. Kind of blocked. And I just got this tent. I think it's thought. I just thought this tent to replace, or bought. There we go. I just bought this tent to replace the one they destroyed less than 3 months ago, but they have already put holes in the floor and the ceiling. And it's not really a floor or a ceiling. I mean, it's the tent.
This is since 2021 now. So please mark down this date. Something is definitely going on with the targeting again. For the millionth time, we've had now like 8 weeks where we have not been being harassed or.
I heard she's staying at, well, she said that she's staying at the yacht club's parking lot. That's an interesting place to stay.
Targeted unfairly and unjustly. There's definitely something going on. As I said before, you can notice the climate in the people who go to Mariano's. There will be like all the same. Like literally, they look like carbon copies of each other.
Like the bowl cut gang. What are you talking about, Heather? What kind of, what do they look like then?
On top of that, they'll also affect the way that Xavier communicates, causing him to appear to be incredibly feminine.
Oh, that's where he goes trans.
I call it dainty fingers. He'll be like this when he's picking stuff up and talking very like this, like howdy, and it's just weird.
He's kind of, well, I don't think he's French, actually. He looks like he's trying to be kind of French, though. I think that's just kind of how French people are. I don't think Xavier knows French.
Mark this date down. Please be observant of who is around and who is controlling these apps.
Mark the date down. Xavier was kind of like a woman on Heather's live stream today. We got to mark it down, guys.
On the days that I'm recording this. Include them, Enrico.
Enrico, yeah. So this, I meant to put this one in. So she's showing some product, and then they're just going to show that you can drop ship this, and then she's going to go into about drop ship and be like, that's what I just showed you. So that's what this is here for.
Nobody's going to know.
They're going to know.
You can buy that exact product for $84 and sell it for $200. And here's how you can do it without even touching the product.
Okay, so you guys can definitely see how easy it is to begin drop shipping. You may not be successful with your first product choice.
Hers was dog food or pet products or something. And then she got scammed from, what was the chick's name? I want to say Julie, but I don't think that's right. It's some person from Shopify. Did you give me my e-commerce store?
But it is very, very simple and relatively low cost to any and everyone. Like, who cannot come up with $50, right?
Oh, Angela. Also, thank you, Angela, for that hot tip with the Gala Sisters. I did a stream last night. I don't know if you saw it, but covering their other GoFundMe. Little scam. That was a little baby one, but still, it was still something.
Right? It might take you a few days, but you can definitely come up with $50. That's literally all you need to pay for someone else to make your ads and build out your Shopify store. And Shopify gives a free 72-hour trial. I have an issue because I purchased from an e-commerce site here, hosted on Instagram, under the name Amir. I purchased for $20.
What do you purchased the Shopify store under the name Amir? Who the fuck is Amir? What are you? Why? Why would you do that? Maybe this is why you never got it. How are they going to pay you? They think you're Amir.
A built-out Shopify store with 30 products that were supposed to be preloaded. So I never received that. I did receive emails from the company with long, drawn-out verbiages about, drop shipping and how you choose a supplier and things I already know. That's not what I bought. What I bought was a pre-built store with 30 items. Where is my store?
So she's still looking for the store. I thought this was last week's stuff. She's still on the store. And I don't know why she's pretending to be somebody else. What's this? This is just, the TikTok. So she was posting on TikTok. I guess she posted 2 things on TikTok, which is more than usual. So, but they're like a good couple minutes long. I think this was around the time that she got tech box. So Xavier's dad was like, son, you posted your dick all over Twitter, and that's not what I'm paying your phone bill for. So I'm taking it away. Or I don't know. I don't know how the conversation went, but I'm assuming it probably went something like that.
So after being passed off from law enforcement agent from one to the next, and why did I believe they were law enforcement agents? Either they introduced themselves as a law enforcement agent, either they showed me a badge of a law enforcement agent, or they were driving a law enforcement vehicle. I have all of the names, dates, everything written down, and it's all in my novel.
Should we read this novel when it comes out? mean, I think we should. But this is apparently just about meeting Xavier in 2022.
I meet Xavier, and Xavier's words are that God sent him to protect me so that I would not be getting abused and assaulted and mistreated anymore. And that everything that I've gone through was not for no reason. I didn't leave exactly right then with Xavier. I had nowhere to go. I had everything I owned with me. One law enforcement agent had dropped me off right there with all of my stuff. And I told Xavier, I don't trust you. And he said, well, what can I do for you to trust me? And I said, if you stay with me overnight outside, I'm going to bring my stuff.
Like a dog? You told Xavier, if you sleep outside and protect me, then I'll trust you. And he did.
To the stairs of this church. And if you stay outside with me all night long and I'm okay and all my stuff is still there and you're still there and you haven't robbed me, then I'll go with you. And
is this how Heather got bludgeoned with the tire iron? Because she's just like, well, sketchy person, I want you to stay the night with me. And then if I wake up and you're still there in the morning and you haven't robbed me or killed me, then I guess you're all right. Why would you even put yourself in that position? Heather Gillespie, how has she made it this far? Like, literally, I think I've been giving her way too much credit in my brain and just in general.
he said, I have a safe place for you on the Gold Coast for you and your children. And I said, okay. And we took all of my belongings over to a church across the street from the Whole Foods on Chicago Avenue. And I went to sleep there.
And Xavier was like, this is my church. I run this church, all right? It's Jehovah God's church. I wonder what church it actually was, but my flock, thank you for the super sticker.
When I woke up in the morning, all my stuff was still there, as was Xavier. So we spent about 3 weeks in this apartment in the Gold Coast, a condo that his father owns. And we have our own room there, a master with an ensuite, and there's an extra master. There are 3 masters. So that means 3 master bedrooms that have their own restrooms, full restrooms, not half baths with just a toilet, full restrooms with bathtub, shower, toilet, huge empty room. His father lives there alone. There's a washer dryer, a kitchen.
Where's his mom? I guess I just assumed Xavier's parents were together, but I guess so. Xavier's dad lives at this place alone, and they were letting you stay there.
And all of these things. And Xavier tells me this is our room. I completely cleaned the room, put all my stuff away. I'm thinking that everything is great, that the 3rd bedroom will be used for when my children sleep over, and that we're going to set that up for them, and that I'm okay. You know, now he's going to help me get this case in front of a judge and be heard finally after 4 years of what felt like running for my life, being abused, being robbed, being raped.
Why was she flashing knives around at Xavier's dad's house? What? I mean, Xavier's not like that sane either. I could see him doing the same stuff, but maybe, yeah, that's that Heather.
On a semi-regular basis, and most importantly, being mostly separated from my family, all of my friends, and my children. I'm going to show you guys something. You have to promise you're not going to make fun. So you all
know. This is her fitness journey, guys. Her journey of fitness.
Know that after I had my youngest child, Alexis, who is 10 now, I went to the gym. I started working out crazy style, hired a trainer, was prepping to compete NPC, all this.
She said the house was covered in poop. So I guess, like, you know, the rational thing to do in a situation like that is get some knives out and threaten the poop with the knives. Very Heather-esque
stuff. So here's a photo of me at 200 pounds. I was 230 pounds, 5'9" when I delivered my youngest child, Alexis. And here's a photo of me at my leanest, 123 pounds, still standing at 5'9".
Would you, I don't know. How would you have gotten taller or shorter, Heather? You know, I think you're done growing, right?
So don't mind my morning angry, it's 5 a.m. workout face. This is where I started, and this is where I went. If you guys didn't know, I'm pretty sure my brother is a famous all-star pitcher.
I mean, from the thing that we read on the wellness check, I thought he was a Marine or a military guy, an all-star pitcher. It's interesting to bring up her brother, since that happened not too long ago.
For some baseball team, depending on what year we're in, but time is linear, right? Look at him with my babies. We have a huge age difference. Little brother, how are you doing? I love you. Shout out to my little brother.
I think I probably edited it out because it was showing her kids or something.
And here's one of my sister with Alexis, just because I showed you one of my brother with my kids, and here's one with my sister with my third baby, Alexis.
I think I did keep this one in because I know Heather had a sister.
And then you guys, in just a few short weeks, we're going to meet baby number 4. And we're also going to find out what in God's name is going on with the housing situation. Because according to the city of Chicago, as soon as we become a family, there is space for Xavier, myself, and the baby.
This is some Letitia way of thinking. She thinks as soon as the baby's born, she's eligible for housing. This is her plan. And that as long as she has a car seat, she'll be able to leave the hospital with the kid. I don't know, man. I don't know. Do you think she's wily enough to say she's going to one hospital and then go to a completely different one to throw people off? Or what do you guys think? Do you think she'll go to a different... she can't go to a different city. She's pregnant. She's too pregnant to do that. I don't know.
So we'll see. They're going to have to put their money where their mouth is at this time. This time because we're going to have a baby with us. And then if that doesn't work, we have Xavier's father who's promising an apartment or hotel until we figure something out. But, oh my God, I am so excited, you guys, to not be pregnant anymore and just go to the next step of this. But here's my sister and my youngest child, and she's also in the fitness industry. So my entire family is in the fitness industry.
So this is Heather's sister, apparently.
So as you guys can see, we are making excellent progress with the blanket. I told you guys before.
She's just making 1,000 blankets. That's her plan. Take care of the kid. Just wrap it up in a ball of blankets. It'll be all right.
I want to go get
and Xavier's piss jug over here. Super hygienic.
Little pieces of velvet and pieces of silk to tie on in not bows, but just this long pieces of ribbon so the baby can rub them on his face. And this will be really warm to go over another blanket in place of that car seat cover thing, because I got him this little bear snowsuit. It gets delivered this week as well, and 3 or 4 more outfits, but we don't have a washer and dryer right now. And so we're hoping one of my sponsors surprises us at the birth and literally hands us keys to an apartment that's fully furnished.
Yeah, that's going to happen. That's some crazy wishful thinking. I don't think that's going to happen. I wonder if she deep down knows this isn't going to happen and she's going to lose the kid. And all this stuff is just going to be props in her next sob story to get pity and sympathy, to have people donate to her. Or if she actually thinks she's going to walk out with that kid. I have no idea.
Again, this is Heather Gillespie, and you guys will know when it's time if you're my sponsor and you're planning to do that. But other than that, I want to make a bunch of...
If you're playing... Cassie, where you at? You'll know when it's time, all right?
...these covers so that I could just be...
The abrupt cut. You gotta love it. So this is her photo shoot, new... I don't know what this is. So meet me in outer space. And then there's a dictionary, the definition of stell land or something. I don't know. There are things, this is blocking it. So I don't know what the actual word is, but it says relating to a star or stars, stellar structure and evolution. Let's find out more. This is her looking super pregnant. I don't know what we're really looking at. Of the moon.
Okay.
And that was it. There's some weird TikTok music thing as well, but I can't show it because of copyright. And this is them in Target now on TikTok, where she's saying her phone is freezing. All the Insta updates that I post here So here we are. Yeah, she was like bulk uploading a bunch of stuff all at once. I was like, whoa, I almost missed it because there was like nothing all day. And then right at the end of the day, it was like from 23 hours ago. And I was like, where the fuck was this all day? But it's because she doesn't have any Wi-Fi. She's too pregnant to, I guess, go to Target all the time. So this is when she uploads.
So I just got done recording this and trying to record it on Instagram like 50 times. They keep on fucking with me. Spoke with the big kids, have not spoken with my youngest Alexa.
But we got to zoom in on like at least Xavier. Look at him. He is on a mission. He's got a cigarette that he doesn't smoke because Xavier doesn't smoke cigarettes.
Someone dehydrated us for sure.
Someone dehydrate. How does one dehydrate another person? Like, how does that work?
Like, no doubt. I don't know why or who.
Or how?
But I literally woke up in the shape of a C, could not move. Our sponsors have been MIA. Up until this point, they've been providing literally like anywhere from 4 to 8 meals a day. Like I say to them, look, this is excessive. I cannot even eat this much.
How is it like I'm not getting any food? I need sponsors. I've only had a little piece of chicken they're giving me 4 to 8 meals a day and I can't eat it all. What is happening right now? I still want to know how you can dehydrate somebody. Just pour salt all over him. Force feed him salt. We're knocked out.
Please don't give us so much. Now we're here and we have nothing. Xavier's been having to go get our meals for the last 3 days. So I don't know what's going on. Sponsors, where you guys at? Please help. Also, our internet was disconnected this morning when we woke up. We're already sleeping in a tent. But with regards to updates to the baby, I have everything. We have a co-sleeper. Xavier's father promised to get us a hotel once the baby was born. So I have a co-sleeper here if they haven't already curated an apartment. There have also been hundreds or more of sponsors who have been saying, yes, that they have an apartment for us and just various lies and also truths. So as you guys...
What are the truths? Can we know what people are just telling me lies? It's some truths too. What? I want examples.
No, the past 4 years have been so turbulent. We never know when they're being serious and when they're not.
Is it a wheelchair? I just thought it was. Oh, it's probably at the front of the store. Like there's Rascals. I think there's wheelchairs. Maybe unless do they just have a wheelchair now?
I thought it was really cruel and unusual that 2 weeks prior to the time that I'm about to give birth, they start like the bullshit, disconnecting our phone, leaving us with no food. Like how rude. If you were going to do something like that to us, why not do it, at the beginning of the pregnancy? Why would you wait until I'm so huge and like uncomfortable that it hurts us to walk around?
Did I miss that video where she has it's a wheelchair from somewhere else? Where the fuck did they get a wheelchair from? Where did they post the thing about the wheelchair?
It's just so wrong. And it's morally, it's wrong. Ethically, it's wrong. Legally, it's wrong. It's just wrong, period. And I'm not that kind of a person. So I've been thinking a lot about karma lately and like people who get victimized. Like think of the mole women, right? Or think of an innocent child who gets kidnapped.
The mole? What mole women? What is she? There's mole women? There's mole women. Okay.
Off the street. How do we apply karma in situations like that? Because I'm genuinely a really sweet person. If I have $5 and, you come up to me and need the $5, there's a 50-50 chance that I would just hand it to you. And I've been like that my whole entire life. My last sponsor said that I was not allowed to donate to people anymore. They said $2.
I don't think Heather's donating to anybody.
Out of any money that I receive at most, because to date, I've probably donated close to 30% of like everything that I've made. And that's fucked up. Like I have 3 kids, soon to be 4.
That's how Xavier makes friends. Like he doesn't have a lighter, but he's got a cigarette. So you got a lighter? You got a lighter? Maybe we can do some fentanyl in my tent together.
I love to help, but what the fuck? We're sleeping in a tent right now. So anyways, you guys, I'm not going to go into it all. I just did a 10-minute recording of all of this with the bold glamour filter. Xavier and I were looking super chiseled. But then they erased it, and I don't really feel like talking about it all again. I'm okay.
Is this the old hat? I thought her old hat was black. Maybe this is the one. Maybe they did return the hat.
Hey, I'm alive. Spoke with the big kids briefly. They're okay. They're on their way to the mall with Ali. Have not spoken with Alexis, but left her several voicemails, and we are picking up packages, mostly for the baby. Maternity nursing bras, the co-sleeper, 3 more outfits. And that's it. We're going to go find something to eat for dinner. We got some Gatorade so that they don't dehydrate us again. You guys have no idea, dude. When I tell you that they fucking dehydrated us, you guys have had a Charlie horse in your foot or your leg when you wake up in the middle of the night and you're
Yeah, I know what dehydration feels like. I want to know how a person and not like a thing that you ingested dehydrated you. That's what I want to know.
like, oh God, help. It was literally like that for my entire body, from head to toe, my uterus, my belly, my tummy, everything. The most excruciating pain I have ever been in my entire life. It was like being 10 centimeters dilated, about to have to push, except it came out of nowhere. And I'm not dilated. So anyways, you guys.
And Xavier was dehydrated too. Maybe you did some crazy drugs that dehydrated you.
Guys, have a great day. And that's the update. If sponsors, if you're getting this, can you please look alive? Because
yeah, that makes sense. BCG she air fried herself with all the space heaters and shit. There's foil. Why do they have foil in there? Oh, from the moon space thing, man.
we're out here. Oh my God, don't.
We're out here. Look. So at least, like, she's got her glasses back. She's got her hat back. She's doing this. Look, we're gonna be twins.
Look at me. I have literally no makeup, have not had a facial, a massage, or any spa services in nearly a year. The last time I had spa services was Christmas, not this past one that just passed, the one before, when I had Radius injected into my face. I've never had
Radius? What's that?
surgeries before, just injections, Botox, Radius, and Juvederm, which I paid out of pocket for. Here's a little scam for you guys that's legal. Go to Groupon, find the Groupon price, show up without paying the Groupon price, offer them the cash price for the Groupon price if they take the cash directly from you. 99% of people will accept it, and then you don't have to pay full price. And
Okay.
I have had excellent luck. They're all reputable places. I think I went to a med spa called El Home.
Do you think she maybe sold a bit of her time or whatever on the side as well to get this?
For my very first Botox injection, and they've never done me wrong. Like, they have always gotten me right. But anyways, we did the photo shoot last night. But anyways, so you guys, if you've been following along my story, great. You know what's been going on. If not, click on the FTR sections and the bio section to get a little note, to get to know me a little better. Also, there are 3 other accounts: one Heather GE, HLG Forever _ and Merciful Storm. There are more than that. I'm a content creator, social media manager. I literally build Instagrams for fun.
Yeah, all that stuff that I post on there about being beaten and raped and robbed, that's all for fun, guys. I just make them for fun. They're a fun thing to do.
But those are the ones where I've been documenting my journey and all of the injustices that have taken place, including being bludgeoned over the head with a tire iron by a man, resulting in the need for staples in the back of my head, being prevented sleep and food until I was so exhausted and weak that I was raped from behind. Law enforcement to this day has done nothing to assist me with any of these.
The rape from behind thing is I guess kind of new. Last week it wasn't from behind all the time. The behind thing is it's kind of new this week.
Issues that I know of, they've never even so much as picked up the phone and called me back. Ironically, if you go to all my FTR sections, you could see hundreds of messages from people I don't even know saying "die, bitch" and other lovely little comments. But the police can't.
Des, how you doing, Des? Let me wait until she pauses. She's got a snaggle tooth.
Get through. So anyways, everyone has been, completely informed as to my situation and what's been going on. I'm 37 years old. I've been on my own since I was a little girl. I've never not had my own place. So being held in a tent like an animal, forced to urinate into sawed-off water bottles is not a good look for anyone.
It's like a sawed-off shotgun, a sawed-off water bottle, so you can, I guess, it's wide enough to pee in pregnant. That's crazy, Heather. That's a crazy way you're living. And she didn't just have her own place all the time. She was staying in other people's places.
anyone, especially a pregnant woman. But that's where we're at right now.
Yeah, she'll claim like they butter her tooth. Like it's not, her tooth isn't messed up. They're buttering it, whoever they are.
We are doing our absolute best to continue on in this process without dying. But every 3 to 5 days or so, we seem to have issues with food. Our sponsors disappear, and shit just gets really weird. For the baby, I've been buying everything on Amazon. If you've ever been homeless before, Amazon Hub is an excellent opportunity to order things from Amazon. You still get that hooked up pricing.
I don't think you should be buying stuff off Amazon if you're homeless. I would just be saving all my money to get out of homelessness, not getting pregnant. So you think like you found some loophole in the city where like once you have a kid in your family, they're just gonna give you a house. Because that's crazy. And that's also like really, that's just bad in general. It's bad for so many reasons. Now that my father, thank you for the super sticker.
That you won't get in the store. I love Target, but you know what I mean? Amazon is where it's at. And if you go there, you can have your orders delivered to what's called the hub, which are like locked lockers. So you don't need a mailing address. So that's basically what I've been doing. I've just been getting everything little by little. The only thing that I don't have is the travel system. So we have no car seat and no stroller, but I'm going to get it on the 8th. I'm just waiting until then. Ironically, they disconnected Xavier's phone and my phone this morning.
Ironically, they disconnected Xavier's phone and my phone.
We woke up, but they say it's not targeting and that we're being paranoid. Other than that, you guys, I almost went into labor. I am alive and well, but I did almost go into labor this morning. Most excruciating pain I have ever experienced in my life, and I have 3 children that I have had regular vaginal births with.
It's regular vaginal births with, just the regulars. So yeah, it's gonna be close, guys. One of these days, very soon, Heather is gonna give birth, which is a scary thought to think. Amethyst, thank you for becoming a member.
So I am a little worried. We have a wheelchair, so we're taking it slow. And sponsors, if you're out there, it'd be great if you could show back up anytime. Then we also
sponsors like give them 8 meals in a day, and then they're probably like they're homeless people. They'll probably save some of that shit, right? And then the next day they're like, "Where are you? We need you. I'm going into labor."
Did a photo shoot last night called "Landing on the Moon," Stellar, and it was inspired by some
Stellar. Okay, that's what it was called. The thing was blocking it.
Trauma from my childhood, where I was dropped off in a third world country that was at war with itself. There were Molotov cocktails being thrown at each other, and extreme amounts of poverty. And I was left there for a full year. In my time there, we used to have this music class, and it would be the only thing that would like soothe my anxiety.
What place was there Molotov cocktails around? I don't believe that. I thought she was talking about her fictional fucking photo shoot thing. Molotov cocktail, okay.
We would sit in a circle. There was no communication allowed, me and the other people. No one was allowed to communicate, but we would be able to sing. And we would sit in a circle, and this girl, I had never heard this Incubus song before. I'm more of like a hip hop pop type of person. This song, Stellar, look it up, it's a good song. So I basically feel like someone has plucked me out of my home, like with my down comforter and spa services, and thrown me into a tent for the past year. And I don't know how to survive out here. So we did this photo shoot. It's called On the Moon. And here's a sneak.
Oh my God. Okay, what is this? Is this a song? This is a song to the photo shoot, or a poem, or what? This is the people of the moon. Safe in the darkness in the land of the moon. How did I get here? Please meet me here soon. Oh, it's like a Dr. Seuss rhyme. Okay, I can fuck with this. Having a baby of Earth on the moon. I woke up on the moon. Cold and alone, even though I sweat. This is hot and cold climate with no free will. There's no regret. I am of the earth, but I'm lost on the moon. Produce and create. It will be okay soon. I think she rhymes moon and soon too much. It's only moon and soon. What about doubloon? or swoon. I don't know. In my spaceship, I dream of my descent back to Earth, and then the day coming soon when I will again give birth. It's like, have you ever seen Mr. Deeds? And he writes the greeting cards. It reminds me of that. Invisible fence extended. Free will should not be ended, or should never be ended. I'm coming, highly recommended, forever resented. And then I think it scrolls here. Oh, there we go. Forever resented. But I don't even know them. I am Earth on the moon. And they send help soon. Pregnant lady on the moon. Just mooning soon. Wow. Mattering Ram. Well, I should have that queued up. Why don't I have that queued up? So this is more of this weird stellar photo shoot thing where she's super pregnant, like super freaking pregnant. I think I got to take that down for you guys to see. Oh, no, you can see. Kind of scary looking. A little scary looking. What else we got? What time are we at?
So if you guys didn't know, this is the second day. Today will be the third that we have not had any sponsors. So we have not eaten.
Where are all the sponsors? Where are you at, sponsors?
I bought us breakfast yesterday with money that I'm trying to hold on to get the baby's travel system. Xavier's father has been missing in action. He was supposed to drop off a payment 2 days ago.
He was supposed to drop off a payment 2 days ago, huh?
And he disconnected or did not pay for Xavier's phone.
Well, ain't that something?
So I'm very nervous and hopeful that he is okay.
I mean, that's smart positioning on her part. I hope Xavier's dad is okay. I'm sure Xavier's dad didn't give you a reason for any of this. Like, it's just, we just didn't hear from him, and now we think he's missing. Okay.
It's very unlikely that something is not wrong, because since I've met him, he's never let us go without phone service. And it's been 18 months. I didn't ask him to pay, obviously.
Well, I wonder what could have happened to make him decide to do that.
He just pays Xavier's phone, and Xavier doesn't like me to spend money frivolously, especially since we're about to have a baby any day or week now. But what they're doing now, again, with the targeting, is omitting my daily FTRs and not allowing them to post. And here's a video showing you guys exactly what I mean.
All right, let's see this video of exactly what she means. First, what is this? This looks like an iPhone. Why is this up here? Can you just have crap overlaid on your iPhone now? Like, if this is part of the Instagram thing, like, I don't think that's relevant to anything. I don't know what this is. I think she's trying to post a story. And then it's showing, I don't know. I don't use Instagram though, really. So I don't know what it's supposed to look like, but looks fine to me. I spent my 12th month in a tent, 9 of which I've been pregnant for. You can make a homeless application to a local council if you're homeless and pregnant. Well, do it then. Fill this thing out. Fill it out, Heather. You can't just bitch about things. You do things. What is this? She looks kind of like Oliver Twist. Not Oliver Twist. Oliver Tree.
It really isn't my job to suffer the way that every person in the world has suffered, is it?
What do you mean here? The way that everyone else in the world has suffered, it's not your job to suffer. I don't know what that was supposed to mean. It sounds almost like she's entitled though. Website development, copywriting. I'd love to have these guys copyright my shit. Advertising, small business development, icons and logos, branding, free small business planning and strategy consultations always. I like that. Only pay if we are hired. Whoa, whoa, we were. Whoa,
38 weeks.
Back in the washroom.
38 weeks. Now, the whole pregnancy, there's been no issues with the phone. 2 weeks before I go into labor or under, and the phones are disconnected. And we have not been receiving any sort of sponsorship, just some more threats and aggravating messages. So we're staying positive. But we are very pregnant. 38 weeks. I have everything except for the travel system and the breast pump, which I'm going to get on the 8th. You guys, look at this phone.
So I guess that's why she's like, this baby needs to wait. Because if we don't have the car seat and all this other stuff, then we can't have the baby. But the baby may come like any minute if she already thought that she went into labor.
Look at this, you guys.
And now she's showing like phone. Like this is a fold. These phones are the most expensive, most prone to damage phones I've ever had the displeasure of selling and having to refund people. So like, I don't think homeless Heather here should be looking at fucking Z Folds or whatever this is.
I have an iPhone. I've always been an iPhone girl. I also have one Android phone, but not like this. If I had a phone.
Yeah, that screen is not going to do well out in the tent there. That shit is going to fucking break.
Screen this size, I could definitely finish my coffee table book on just the phone. Xavier found a screen for $10 that he's going to buy so we could USB and HDMI it to the phone.
Oh, like a monitor, you mean?
So I could complete that. But this.
Okay. What do you mean? We'll probably use phones the same way in the future, maybe. You never know. I mean, you could probably just think and not have to use your thumbs because that's archaic, right?
You guys, so I am short $200 to go pick up the travel system.
That's a lot of money to be short, Heather. What do you mean you're short $200? What's this? It's your Cash App? If you can help, please do. If not, thank you for showing support in other ways and for following me in on this turbulent and sometimes downright scary situation. It's only up from here if life and God are telling the truth. I wonder what God's been telling her.
I have $80 in an account that I cannot access right now. And won't be able to access again until the 8th. But I almost went into labor on Wednesday, and I'm terrified to show up at the hospital without the car seat because I know you need the car seat to bring baby home.
See, she's counting on that car seat.
Xavier's father has promised us a hotel or an apartment. On top of that, the city of Chicago has stated clearly on a recorded line that once the baby is born, they will allow us into a family shelter. That even when the single people shelter, single occupancy man and woman shelters are at full capacity, there are always emergency shelters available for family.
But a family that's already been living together, right, that gets put out here, not homeless people who are like, let's start a family. And then I'm sure they'll just give us a house. That's not really how this works. Is that how this works now? I mean, I already have a place. So I don't know what I'm thinking. Like, should I go do that?
So we know that if Xavier's father, for some reason, is unable to help us, that we have that as a backup, but we absolutely need the travel system. I have 12,000.3K followers just on this account. If everyone were to send $1, can you imagine what a different situation? I know it's not your responsibility. I'm very
Xavier's Chocolates. How you doing tonight?
Grateful. If you can help.
Another abrupt cut. It's hard to beat a person who never gives up. Babe Ruth, the chocolate bar. Hell yeah. And she's like, I find it interesting that she just got serial killer scrapbook stuff. Like, this looks like magazine cutouts of her kids and stuff. It's weird. It's a weird homeless thing to have.
The baby that's about to be born. The babies that are already born. That's me. With highlights.
She almost looks normal there too. It's weird.
Look at pregnant with Alexis, about to give birth. Meanwhile, can't get a hold of any of my children today. What's going on?
What is going on, Heather? You should tell us. I don't know what's going on in your own life. Give me 1 second here. 38 weeks pregnant update. While we've been sitting in the same location for approximately 9 weeks now, I saw my primary 2 weeks ago and dropped off Christmas presents and snack food in December/early January to my 3 big kids. What the fuck? Is this an update of like your whole 3 months? The past 3 months? Mobility concerns and not being able to walk more than about 5 to 6 blocks from week 28 to 36 have kept us ball and chained to this location near the hospital. I'm hoping to go full term this pregnancy for the health and well-being of my baby. The whole entire pregnancy. Xavier and our families have fed us along with funded state accounts and some kindness. This thing is blocking this word. Sponsors and donors. Something crowdsourced my social media and worked/sold various items and capacities. Let's see if she should scroll. I think she did scroll. My eyes are just not very good, apparently. Okay, so she reported to law enforcement in Chicago and the suburbs, all these places. I had to count the number of police reports I filed. I would not even be able to guess. In addition to the in-person police reports being filed, emails have been sent and online police reports filed. I've also called the local Chicago FBI field office many times. Yeah. Those times I was secretly recording live at least 10 times. That's not a good thing to admit to. Here on Instagram so that the people in the comments could hear that I am not lying when I say I've been oppressed, extorted out of work, and forced to live in a tent outside, separated from my children and family. That's not proof of anything. That's proof of you being crazy, calling the FBI and then telling you to fuck off. That's not proof of showing like you're oppressed. No. This goes on forever. What the fuck? I mean, it's pretty much the same old, same old. So you tied down 6 episodes of the reality show. She was in 6 episodes. I don't remember 6 episodes she was in. I remember 3. To this day, no one from the FBI or law enforcement has made any contact with me directly unless presenting as an undercover or returning any of my calls with updates. If you go to my Heather Forever or HLG Forever account and watch the live feeds, you'll see me reporting being actually assaulted, my apartment being broken into, along with someone drugging me unconscious and leaving my bed sheets covered in something looking substance. All right, let's move on for this. I'm not reading this whole thing. This is like a whole manifesto of her life. I'm just skimming it to see if there's anything worthwhile. Don't look like it. Is that the end? That's the end. Okay. So, what is... Oh, this is a crazy Heather. So this is like Heather from 5 years ago, Heather. Don't know what the fuck this is. Some crazy stuff, right? So, we'll do the smoke break now because yeah, we're an hour in. And then I'll do a poll for when we get back. If you want to see Xavier's X-rated stuff, or if we want to watch the old Heather, we'll do them both. But it's just like whatever you want to do first. So give me 1 second. I'll set this up here, and we got pandas tonight. Got pandas tonight for you for the smoke break. I guess I could put those on now while I'm doing this. Actually, give me 1 second. All right, here you guys go. Oh, wait a minute. Stop that. Bum, 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 bum. Get rid of that. Stop that. Switch this back over here. And let me see. Who won? Who won? I guess that would make more sense to... Let's see who won. Xavier's X-rated things won. That's who won. 60 with 69%. Look at that. Look at that, guys. 69% of 68 votes. You guys gotta vote more. You guys gotta vote more. Have your voice heard. But yeah, okay. So I'll show you guys that then. Yeah, are you guys ready though? Are you ready? So, well, this one's not too scary. This is just his face, right? That's not too bad, right? Yes, but it shows his Twitter. It shows that was his handle. It shows his name was Xavier before. And then it gets a little scary, guys. Are you ready? So, like, these are censored, but you can still. You're gonna have to use your imagination. These are all public. Well, these were public, but then we have this. Mama Mia, Mama fucking Mia. And then we got well, this one's still up, you know. This is still on there, still on the crazy Twitter. That crazy pose, yeah, it's something. And then we have this like down angle shot. I don't know what this is about, but we got this one. So this is what you guys wanted. This is why I seen like a bunch of comments being like, we need these pictures, we need them. Then we had this one where he's like full spread there. I needed two emojis to cover this one. And then we had the back shot ones, which him from behind, just doing this, doing his thing, and then clutching his balls, his fingernail. So there you guys go. There is the whatchamacallit, the Twitter leaks. So there you go. You saw it here. But you don't want to see the uncensored versions. They're not good. Y'all are yeah. Are you happy now? So this is Heather from 5 years ago. It's a pretty it's a scary time we're living in, guys. It's a scary time. Heather taught him nothing about that's kind of true. Yeah, you'd think, right? You'd think he'd like make himself like a little more presentable in the tent. He's with his model girlfriend or whatever you'd say, whatever you call him. All right, so yeah, this is for 5 years ago. This is Words of Wisdom. This actually isn't too long. It's only 2 minutes long. And then the other ones are a bit longer here. I don't know what's in her hand. I didn't notice anything in her hand before. Oh, is that a lighter? And I think that's a hair clip on her jacket. I thought it was like some device, but let's see what this is.
What's up, guys?
She's smoking a cigarette?
It's Winning Wednesday.
No, she's not smoking a cigarette. I don't know what she's smoking. But I can't hear her. Can we bump it up?
Turn up. I'm giving away some booty shots.
What the fuck?
Follow me on Twitter.
I thought she was gonna be like a more tame version of Heather because this was back in the day. This was like 5 years ago.
Loco Big Booty. COCO BIG. booty. Today we're talking about meat suits, okay? What the fuck is a meat suit? Amy, what's a meat suit?
I guess a person just living life in their meat suit, not doing anything.
It's Amy. Is Amy's the one that stole the vibrator, right? She's the one filming this. This is not a spliff for the sake of YouTube. This is a prop. It's a prop. It's not narcotics. But that's Amy. It's Amy.
The fucking meat suit is just a fucking pile of meat who has become complacent with doing whatever the fuck happens to him or her. So they wake up in the morning, they go to work, they go pick up their kids from daycare, they come home, cook dinner, the phone rings, they answer it. Someone wants to sell them a car, they don't want a car, they hang up. Their most exciting interaction of the day was with a used car salesman who called at 7:39 p.m. You're not a meat suit. You're not a fucking meat suit. Don't be a meat suit.
Don't be a meat suit. This is her words of wisdom. I was expecting it to be like, I don't know, actual words of wisdom, not I'm just going to get high on a couch and say a whole bunch of nonsense and then don't be a meat suit.
Wake up in the morning thirsty to live your life. Live with intention. Live under the circumstances of you do what you want because you do what makes you happy. Because ultimately, you can enslave yourself to the man and go to work 40, 50, 60 hours a week.
I think I'm starting to get insight into her fucking way of thinking. You just do whatever you want. You only live once. Do whatever the fuck you want. Go live in a tent.
And pay your bills. But how much of your life are you spending living? How much of that shit do you enjoy? How much of that would you be doing if you didn't feel like you had to do? Wednesday, Winning Wednesday. Follow me on Twitter. Retweet my shit. Coco Big Booty. Big Booty. Coco Big Booty.
She needs to meet James.
Wednesday Words of Wisdom.
Don't pay your bills. Don't do anything you don't want to do. And don't be a meat suit. Wednesdays, words of wisdom. Here's my ass. Coco Chanel YSL. So this is her. I'm getting ready in 10 minutes. I think she just had to brush her teeth or put makeup on or take makeup off. I don't know. I don't actually know. I don't think I've seen this. I may have seen it. I don't think I have. It was wisdom squeakers. Okay. There's a lot of wisdom there. It's just, you got to read between the lines, you know?
Okay, I love you guys. Hi. Hold me accountable. I have to go DoorDash, but I also
I got to go DoorDash. Okay. So Jared and Lucan says Amy is the one that had their ex trafficked and used her money and identity to buy the Cadillac. She's posted before about Heather losing her kids long before Dylan came out. Steve should interview her. I mean, I'm down to interview anybody who would be willing to come on. I would either interview Heather if she would want to, but I don't think anything good will come from interviewing Heather. Maybe, I don't know, but I'm down to interview Amy if she wanted to.
so hate this thing. It's so yuck. So
Your face? You hate your face? What are you talking about?
I'm going to brush my teeth and do my makeup in 10 minutes. It's 7:19. Okay, 11 minutes. It's 7:19. I give myself till 7:20.
She's going to go DoorDash? She seems high. She shouldn't be driving.
Hold me accountable, you guys. I'm going to get my makeup. Oh shit, it's already in here. It's already in here. Okay. I can't really read it. Otherwise, okay, so I'm using a Too Faced, a Neutrogena moisturizer. This mascara is fantastic. It's Essence by Lash Princess.
That looks pretty cool. I don't know. I don't know how to market makeup, but I would buy that makeup if I was a chick.
I love it. It's really, really good. And then I'm just gonna really quickly, that's all I'm doing is foundation, a little bit of powder to set it. And then this guy, it's Garnier, it's for the under eye baggies. Oh, and I have to do a brow, like a little bit of one. I don't like doing those brows that are like really, really detailed.
Hey, it's that thing that we saw. She has a what is this even? This is a mouth eating a pillow? A mouth eating. I won't let me zoom anymore. It can't be a pillow. That'd be really weird. Like a Wheatie? Are those called Wheaties? The cereal that has like frosting on one side. I think they're called Wheaties. I can't eat them. With a USB port in it. I'm gonna say it's either a Wheatie or a pillow with a USB port. Someone eating that.
Every day, it just takes so long. I prefer just like throwing, it on and getting out, because otherwise I hear I'm sitting here OCDAF, trying to like do it perfect, and then I want to do a eyeshadow, and like before you know it, I look like I'm going to prom, and it's just DoorDash. So.
Do you even see anyone when you're door dashing? You just leave your shit outside the door, right? Yeah, I think it's a Wheatie.
Let me wash my hands really quick. And this is just to cover up this giant bruise I have from being beaten with a tire iron. No big deal. What?
No big deal, guys. Rolled up money. I mean, Wheaties are rolled up money, yeah.
The hell? Okay. And I did just get out of the shower, so my face is clean.
Put your money where your mouth is. That's really cool. Put your Wheaties where your mouth is. I get it. Well, I get it now.
And no dry. So this is the moisturizer I'm using.
I wonder what that blue thing actually was now. But it doesn't matter. Oh, we can still see it. This blue thing. What is that? I don't know.
It has a sunblock in it, which I need, especially being down here in Florida.
Lala's gonna be like, I need because I'm a ginger. Is she actually a ginger though? Or she just dye her hair red.
Oh shit, I forgot about the bruise and I touched my face. Ow. Ouchie. Okay. Oh my god, I did it again. No. Okay, give me 1 second.
What the fuck is she doing? What is she doing?
I was just rubbing the moisturizer on my back and stomach that's left over. Never waste moisturizer, you guys. Always put it somewhere. Trust me, you can never be too moist. You can be too dry, however. Oh, and then I'm using for a concealer.
I mean, it's kind of ironic you're saying that. You can never be too moist, but you can be too dry because she's in the tent where she's fucking soaked every day now. Someone should send her that clip. Be like, you can never be too moist. Be like, what about now, Heather? She'd be like, fuck you. That's what she'd do.
I'm using a Laura Mercier. It's like a brightening stick and a concealer. So just a really quick, ow, 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 ow. Oh my God, it hurts so bad.
Heather, no. Ew. That's just.
I know that maybe don't put makeup on it. But it just looks so bogus without the makeup. I have to wear the makeup. Otherwise, I'm like, no. Yuck. And it hurts on this side too, but the bruise isn't as bad. Most of the blows were like to this side of my area of my face.
That's right. With Not Without My Father. That's the worst. That's the worst two things. She can never. She hates it. Hates sex and attention. She can't get further away from it. Far enough away from it? I don't know. Now it's only fucking 11. Why am I tired? That's right, Cheryl. It's a shitty, ugly tattoo. She doesn't do sex. She just left us here, so I gotta talk to you guys. Oh, wait for her to come back. There we go. Back.
Okay. And then a little setting powder. I'm using this one. I just pour a little bit in the top and then use my beauty blender. Straight from State Farm. Ooh. Oh my God. Okay.
Amy highlight reel. Okay, we can learn about Amy when the Heather days are slow like this, you know. Does she do anything else in this live? Then I got better ones than this if she doesn't do much. I thought she looked really high at the beginning, so I thought it'd be more interesting. But she just has her back to us, talking about fucking nonsense.
Same thing for this side.
Think
usually
yeah, probably.
In Florida, I don't really use makeup because I sweat it all off. But with my eye like this, I don't know. I feel super like lacking in confidence. So
She just does her makeup. All right. Well, we'll move on to the next one then. And if there's like time at the end, I think like we should be filled out for time. But if there's extra time at the end, we'll go back to it. This is her causing a scene at a pharmacy. It says, I don't know what it says. The title's too long. It was like it's something about a pharmacy. She's in a pharmacy. Oh, I can see it up here. Yep, that's what it's okay. So the title is Heather Gillespie has an episode in the pharmacy. And kind of recording like in secret. I don't know what's going on with the volume here either. Probably could use more of it. I can't hear anything. Is there volume? Well, not anymore. Do you guys hear anything? Maybe she's on mute and she's gonna scare the fuck out of us. Let's. Okay, so there's volume there. No volume here. So she caught some guy and he didn't like that. Rocky Ramirez, thank you for the 20. Keep up the good work, Steve. Thank God it's Friday. Thank God it is Friday. Yeah, I hope you're having a good Friday. I don't want to go back to this guy's face because he was like, what is this bitch doing? She's being crazy. Oh. There we go. This guy. I don't know why she's trying to film this man, but I don't think he likes it, and this is gonna cause possibly confrontation. Or not. It sounds like she's farting or something. I think it's like her phone rubbing up against leather. I don't know what it is. Sounds by though. So this person says, I think she put the phone in her back pocket. Oh, that would make sense then. Why it's like wiggling around like this and fucking making that noise. So she's fart. I wonder what it is. Okay, this is really weird. This is really fucking weird. We gotta figure out what's going on in life right now. This is 5 minutes of just like that sound.
And all the ones here are like 30 without that. You know, Apple did that shit on purpose. I mean, I'm sure. You know how much money they've made from doing that? I mean, because I got a pair of headphones from here yesterday.
I think that is Heather. I think that's Heather talking. Why is it muffled? Does she have something over the phone? So I think she's standing in line.
I'm not gonna just move them. Oh, wrong. On the bottom, you know. And all the ones here are like 30 without that. You know, Apple did that shit on purpose. I mean, I'm sure. You know how much money they've made from doing that?
They're doing this shit on purpose, and he's like, I don't think they did. It's like, I'm sure they are. Do you know how much money they make from doing stuff like that? I don't know what they're fucking talking about, though.
I mean, because I got a pair of headphones from here yesterday for $4.99 with the regular connection. But I can't use them, so they're useless to me. And I don't have the receipt. Let me give you my card, because I'm pretty sure I have points. I like to keep track when I spend anything here.
Talking about points now on her card.
I have to keep track. So I have points. I think I have $4. Okay, fine. I'll take it. Thank you so much.
So comments. Thank God for comments. She's talking about broken Apple headphones, and she's trying to get free stuff because she's broke. That'd make more sense because she's in a pharmacy, right? I don't know, like, do you really return Apple AirPods to a pharmacy?
Invalid or
Another person says she's talking about not having a receipt to return something, I think. Someone else is like, I paused intervention for this.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, good enough. That's insane. That's my original.
How can you guys hear that? I don't know where my AirPods are. I should probably have this like right in my ear. I have it like I have it on max volume, max power. You do things the right way, the wrong way, or the max power way.
Free money, you know.
Her receipt fell in the sewer with the Ninja Turtles.
She used my link card and it was deactivated. So what a nightmare, right? Yeah. You almost read and just started. Yeah. My son just stopped hitting it's crazy because when I call ahead of time to report my income changes, they don't do anything to the account. But then if I go 1 month without calling them, they suspend everything. Like, what do you people fucking want? You know what I mean? Get off. And they're off. Yeah, that is the biggest thing. Okay, thank you. Sweetie. Have a good night. You too. Thanks.
What did we learn here? We got like 5 minutes left too. What's gonna happen?
They didn't do it. You guys, it's so crazy. Whenever I tell you guys, it's almost as if whoever's stalking me is also following me.
That's the same fucking thing, Heather. Look up the definition of stalking. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. Yeah, the stalkers are also following me. The water is wet.
Because whenever I say, like, okay, I'm going to show you guys this is what's happening, I swear to God to you, in that exact moment, whatever the fuck is going on that I want to prove, it immediately stops. Like, video is the only way. That's why I keep doing the cameras 360, even though it's expensive, even though it's eating up like the majority of the money that I make.
The camera 360 is eating up the majority of money you make. What camera 360? Like the 360 lens that you're not using right now? I've never seen Heather use a 360 lens. Is she talking about like a home security system? Because this was from a couple of years back, right? Doing the camera. Thank you. Keep doing the camera.
I would much prefer having all of this so that if and when these false prophets do make their move, I have everything to corroborate the truth. And
the false prophets? What is she talking about?
Like, as annoying as it is to have to live like that, it's even more annoying to have to live like doing nothing wrong and having a whole bunch of bogus ass people try to say that you did, you know? And these are people who have the money and the resources to pay anyone to say anything, literally. So it's like when you don't have those resources, you have to work.
Can I return something? People are using resources against me to influence the store people to say stuff like, "Oh, sorry, we're not going to be able to refund you for that." She was crazier back then?
2 times as hard to show, who you truly are. But that shit pays off. And it's been now 2 years since I started documenting. I began documenting about 6 years ago, but they stole, I would say, 50% of the documentation that I had saved. And I had it spread around too, dude. I had it at Aunt Diane's. I had it at Aunt Stacy's. I had it.
Is Aunt Stacy still here? The I don't even know what documentation she's talking about, but Jesus, jumping.
At Aunt Ruby's. I had it at my mom's. I had it at random storage lockers. Like, I hid this shit, 3 flash drives. I only have 1 flash drive left, and it doesn't really have that much on it. That's why I say the documentation is from 2 years. I do have some shit from the past 4 years. I do have every correspondence from Dylan and I.
And I do have a couple of other videos from before this time. But for the most part, yeah.
Life 360 is an app you use to track other devices. Is meant for families to keep track of each other. Why would it be making her go broke then? And who is she tracking with that shit? I thought it was like a 360 camera.
They've been really great at like destroying the paper trail. So I just feel, like it's really unfortunate that I've had to spend this money on cameras 360. Like it's been really, really sad and awful.
I swear she said cameras 360, right?
And it doesn't protect me from the rape because they do turn it off when they sexually assault. But it at the very least gives me an alibi. Where have I been? What have I been doing? For when these people start like throwing around these big accusations, like I am really not the one. I am not the one. Like go pick on someone else. I think they really fucked
She'll press charges against everyone involved, don't you know?
up, fucking with me in that regard. I think they've been doing this to the homeless and the mentally challenged for years and years and years. I think they assumed that I truly was crazy based on what Dylan told them.
Why are we looking at the ground? Can't we look at her face while she's saying all this? I guess that's too much to ask.
And what they saw me acting in the show.
It's giving me like vertigo.
And once they interact with me or after they follow me around for not even a day or two, it's very clear to them that I'm not crazy and that everything I've been saying this whole entire time is the truth. So anyways,
I don't think anyone thinks that.
Shout out to Walgreens.
Maybe Xavier, but I don't even think Xavier believes that. I think he just says he does, to make his life easier.
You guys are dope. Thank you for all of my extra bucks. I love those extra bucks. There's no better feeling than like only having $20, $30 left, which is an awful feeling, and absolutely needing something, whether it's medicine for your kid, or a brace for your knee or for your ankle, needing something for your well-being and not being able to afford it or having just enough money to get it. And then you pay and they're like, you have $5 in bonus bucks. And you're like, yay, game changer. Now I have coffee money left over. Woo! You know what I mean? All right, so I'm about to be at the gym. I'm gonna go get my workout on. I love you guys. Thank you for watching me do absolutely nothing. I'm glad that, nothing happened. But I'm so annoyed that every single time I go live, like after they start, they stop. It's almost as if I need to be live like 24 hours a day.
Oh my God. I don't think that's the answer.
Like, is that a thing?
James Soroka was a thing and it almost killed me. It almost killed me. And I will probably go back to it if James comes back. But I won't want to.
I don't know. I'm going to look into it. I love you guys. Have a good night. If anyone is interested in fitness, wellness consults, please DM me. It can be done totally remote.
That's how it ends. Abrupt cutoff. The Heather Gillespie way, guys. The Heather Gillespie way. So this is the last one I got for us. This is her in the car with some shit. I don't know. She was saying some other crazy stuff when I was skimming through it. I was like, this is interesting.
Just getting all my records together. This is from last year.
The fuck is that guy?
So I'm putting everything in an order that goes chronological and then putting it in my new planner. Thank you, Charlie.
Look at all these nice flowers and planners for all the terrible things.
Someone please go check on Charlie and make sure that he's okay. I'm really concerned about him.
I don't know who the fuck Charlie is.
Okay. Where have you been? And then this book, because literally, if I don't, hi guys, hello. Look where I am.
The middle of nowhere?
Isn't it gorgeous?
Is that the city in the back? That's Chicago? Whoa. Chicago. I think so. Why is my Zoom not working?
I have a lot of haters around me.
Yeah, you see those two seagulls over there? Fucking haters.
But don't worry, we have 360 cameras. Look, it's so crazy how they all leave. They all just leave just as soon as I start recording. Isn't that wild?
I think she's delusional.
So crazy. Anyways, look at these geese. I love them. Right? I know. I'm so blessed. It's the best city ever. Ever. Well, except for the rape, you know, that no one can seem to keep me safe from. And like some girl had the audacity right now on one of my photos to say, have you considered, I don't know, something about my mental health and like considering that I'm saying this, I sound unstable and irrational. And it's like really, really makes you wonder, why is it that we ask a person to check their mental health when they tell you that they're being abused?
When there's no evidence of it and you have a track record of accusing multiple innocent people of abusing you, then yeah, that's probably you, right? Other than Tire Iron McGee.
Why is that? You know, why isn't someone looking into the abuse?
I can see your comment, living lovely. How you doing?
And this is a common theme that I've been noticing. So I'm really glad to be.
I'll scroll up and see if there's another comment. It's hard for me to catch all of them though.
Be able to let this dynamic play out, you know, and document it. It's like everything goes to show you, okay, let's talk about my court. So I went to court in Cook County and they gave me traffic school and I have to pay $145 and some other stuff. And the reason specifically that I didn't bring up the PTSD or anything like that at the court date is because the judge gave me the option to just have it off my record if I pay this money and do the traffic school. So that's also a common theme. Maybe not exactly with trauma, but a lot of people, they like, they get, oh.
The fuck was that? You made me a gift on Discord, Amy? What is it? What is it? Is it Paula Zan?
A deal or whatever. And when I say deal, I mean like the judge or the court will be like, all right, if you do this, then it's off your record and you just have to pay the money. So then the fear that we feel, or maybe lack of money to pay for a lawyer, even if the crime committed was not, in fact, our crime or our error.
I gotta make this an emoji too, but I need a Paula Zan face. And this is good though. This is a USB pillow.
We feel compelled to just go ahead and say, yes, we'll take it because whatever, you know.
Wait, is that Nicole's? Where are you, Nicole? Where's Nicole? Yeah, it is Nicole's. So this is yeah, I gotta make this an emoji. So it's like the teeth biting a USB pillow. I love it.
Whatever they decided on seemed better than whatever we're fearing. And in some cases, that may be an irrational fear. You know, it may be that if we just continued to speak the truth and go back to court time after time after time and explain to the judge what's going on, you know, that the judge would listen and we would be okay. But there's that little percentage, or maybe more than little percentage, as a lot of people know, that it won't be resolved, especially if you cannot afford an attorney. So we just quickly say, yes, okay, you know, I'll accept that, but we don't further explain the cause. And I think that has a lot to do with the reason why a lot of policies don't work, because so many of us are just like, okay, fine, you know, I'll take
Time after time.
Get instead of being like, Judge, actually, this is what went on, and the reason why it went on was this. And if we just communicate with each other,
if I can just wear you down and gaslight you into believing my bullshit story, I'm sure we can all get on the same page. I think that's what she's trying to say here.
And we explain, and we're all coming from a place of wanting to understand the other party rather than wanting to convince the other party to accept what we're saying as truth. Like, just throw both opinions up in the air as who cares if they're true or false, and just come from a place of understanding.
It's even, I think it's more draining. Well, probably because it's like the end of the week. But also I don't like when I can't see her. At least when I can see her, like her expressions, like they kind of keep me engaged. But when I'm just looking at an open field and listening to this crazy woman on probably drugs tell me a bunch of nonsense, I'm just kind of like, I just gap out. Yeah, it's word salad.
Period. Like, that's the only way to understand. And you have to understand if you're going to find solutions to problems. Otherwise, you're solving a problem that you don't even know you're solving, or is not the problem that needs to be solved. It's such a beautiful day, guys. It's so windy. How are you guys doing? Hi.
It's the Windy City.
Also, I was trying to call some tech security companies about my phone. I don't know if you guys saw my story a few nights ago. They took...
Good night, squeakers. I'm going to go to bed soon, too. How long is this one? We're only 5 minutes in this one. All right, I might just wrap it up here. This is her advice is your favorite. What was it? I wouldn't even call that advice. The Wednesday's wisdom, words of wisdom. Yeah, that's something. I don't care how I'm doing. Well, I don't know. We'll go another 5 minutes. And if it's this bad, then we'll tap out because my eyes are getting tired, heavy. That's the word I'm looking for.
Me.
And we are caught up on Heather from the week. It's just this is all extra pizzazz.
The navigation while I was driving DoorDash kept taking me to the cemetery, and after all the threats on my life and like random stuff that's been going on, it's just like so.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know. Uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Oh, here we are at the cemetery. I'm supposed to be at Wingstop. Seems legit. So crazy.
You ended up at the cemetery instead of Woodstock? Is that what I heard?
But yeah, so my phone's been having issues, and I tried calling all these tech security companies, 4 or 5 of them, and they're not going through to tech security companies. Isn't that weird? The calls are literally being diverted the same way that they were when I was trying to report the abuse.
It's like almost midnight. It's like 5 minutes to midnight.
Last year. And so many other times. But this time I had it all recorded, the number that I dialed, the number that it diverted to. So now all I have to do is bring it in.
I think that is a seagull. She called them geese. That's not a goose.
And we're not doing this here. We're doing this out of state.
No, it's definitely a seagull. But I have to get up early in the mornings now. It's a bunch of nonsense, guys. They have me up so early. I think I said this last year. I'm not going to say it again. Well, I am going to say it again. It's dark out when I wake up in the morning now, which is nonsense. So midnight's late for me now.
But Maine. Ooh, I would love to go to Maine. I've never been there. I heard they have really delicious. My friend, when I went on vacation, well, he's not really my friend. I call everyone my friend. It's a guy who I met who was living in like the Airbnb next to my Airbnb. That guy has a dope hoodie. That place.
I don't think it's
that. He told me about some really good seafood in Maine. That's what's up. But the fact of the matter is,
am I tech box right now? Is Heather tech box?
You can't divert someone's calls. You can't withhold someone's free will. You can't, control someone in that regard.
Good night, transparent Jersey girl. Hope you have a good sleep.
It's a clear violation of human rights. And this whole time, you guys, this is so crazy. Listen and understand me. I thought I was the only one. Like, it's not narcissism because I'm always thinking about other people, always. But I just thought this is so crazy. Like, how is this happening? If this is happening, in fact, to so many people, why is it not like common knowledge? How come more people don't talk about it? You know, like, what is it really? And so now I'm just learning that these human rights violations are like an ongoing issue, and they've been going on for a while, and it's extremely oppressive, and it does, you know, affect and
Good night, everyone who's going to bed. Camden, is this like you punching Heather in the head? Is that what I'm looking at right now?
impact more Black people than other races, but it definitely impacts other races as well. And I think I need to go on record as saying that I think this is 100% about social inequality rather than like race. And no, racism exists, you know, do not get me wrong. But at this point in the game, they don't care what color you are. It's just about whether or not you have enough money and resources to defend yourself against the lies that they're going to tell about you. And I'm not really for that business at all in any way, shape, or form. Like, people need help, you know? Yeah, it is really odd.
That's what we do need. We need that and then to go to bed, I think. Because I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling. I should have screened these. I was just like, oh, this is from like a while ago. She's like yammering on, but not in a fun way. Where is this Bad Ram song? I found it the other day. I can find it again. I don't think it's these ones. I should really name it as well. I think it's gonna be not that, not that, not that. Not that. Was it that long ago? I feel like it couldn't have been that long ago, but it was. Is this it? Oh, you know what? It's gonna be a bitch. Hold on. We're taking a shot in the dark here. Let's see what this is. Watch it be something scary. I mean, I don't really have any scary stuff. Except Heather yelling for an hour straight. I mean, that's kind of scary. What day was it that I found the like you guys would know. I don't know why I would ask that question. What day did I find that? I don't know. I don't know. Why would you guys know that? Fuck, I don't have it. How did I find it last time? What a crazy thing. Well, you guys just have to play it in your head. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I thought I was gonna be able to find it. That's why I'm still looking. And oh wait, is this it? No, that's not it. Is that it? No. Is that we're getting way too far back now. But maybe it was. Like it wasn't last week's. Was it the week before? I think I might have to give up. Is it this one? If it's not this one, no. No. All right, guys. It's time for bed. That's what's gonna happen right now. What the fuck? What? Oh. I feel like this is the one I already tried, but this might be it. It is it. Okay, ready? I don't know why the fuck that took so long. But I did it. I did it because I wouldn't have been able to go to bed without watching this. So we can watch it, and then we're gonna go to bed. And then, well, you guys can do whatever you want. I'm gonna go to bed. Check him and clutch on the song. All right, let's do it.
Ram. I'm the damn thing gone blind. Bam, lamb. Whoa, Black Betty. Rattering bam. I'm a whoa, Black Betty. Mattering bam. Black Betty had a child. Battering ma'am. I'm the damn thing gone wild. Battering ma'am. I'm said a word, not a mind. Battering ram. I'm the damn thing gone blind. Bam, lamb. Whoa.
It's fucking beautiful. It's beautiful.
I'm the damn thing gone blind. Bam, lamb. Whoa, Black Betty. Rattering bam. I'm a whoa, Black Betty. Mattering bam. Black Betty had a child. Battering ma'am. I'm the damn thing gone wild. Battering ma'am. I'm said a word, not a mind. Battering ram. I'm the damn thing gone blind. Bam, lamb. Whoa.
All right. I will see you guys all maybe tomorrow, maybe not. I don't know. I've been taking Saturdays off, but I probably shouldn't do that. I should probably, because I don't know, a lot of people have Saturday off, so we could stream something. So I'll think of something. And yeah, thanks everyone who came out. Thank you everyone who donated super stickers and chats. So Barbarian? I don't think I got you before. But Barbarian, thank you for the super sticker. My Flock, thank you for the super sticker, as well as Not Without My Father. As well as thank you anyone who became a member tonight, like Ametha, Cooking with Silence, who renewed their membership. And also thank you, Rocky, for the 20. I will see you guys all probably tomorrow. I hope you guys have a great night and weekend. It's the weekend. Happy weekend, guys. Goodbye.